Namaste everyone. Good morning yogis. Welcome to your practice. This is Steven from YogaWorks in South Africa. And today's class is called Cross Body Flow, where we're going to be taking our limbs, arms and legs across the midline of the body. And then what that does is you get some nice pretzel-like poses, which could be fun. But more importantly, it gives you better awareness of where our body is in space, which is called proprioception. And also it renews pathways in the brains that have been wired a certain way, but through yoga and other practices, of course, we can rewire and create new pathways that did not exist before. For example, something that would normally really upset you suddenly doesn't seem such a big deal anymore. Or we can think of lots of other examples that could help us. Nice. Come to a comfortable seat. I'm sitting on my heels, which is called Vajrasana, the thunderbolt pose. You could also sit up on a block, or you could sit cross-legged if that works better for you. I'm going to start with a breathing exercise, which is called alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. And for this, I'm taking my dominant hand, for me it's my right, and I'm bringing the first two fingers into the palm to make this mudra, this hand position. And then I'm going to use the thumb to close one nostril and the ring finger to close the other nostril. If this doesn't work well, then you can do this with the fingers above the nose, or make it up yourself. It doesn't really matter, actually. Nice. Close your eyes, sit comfortably. Take a slow breath in. Take a slower breath out. Close your right nostril, breathe in through the left. Close the left nostril, breathe out through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. That's one full round. Let's go again. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale through the left. All your attention on the breath. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Really notice the flow of breath. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Let's do one more round, nice and slow. Inhale left, watch the breath. Exhale right. Inhale through the right, there's no rush. And to complete, exhale left. Rest your hands on your thighs or in the lap. Take a few regular breaths. Noticing the after effects of this brief pranayama, this brief breathing practice. And noticing how your breath flows through the left nostril, through the right. And how your body feels, the left side and the right, the back and the front, the top and the bottom. And then you can blink your eyes open. From where you're sitting now, you'll have to sit on the heels like me. Just sit to the left side of your heels. And then just make a little adjustment. Your right ankle, just place it on the sole of the left foot. Nice. So this is called Baradvajasana. This is a bit of an unusual yoga pose. We're going to be twisting with the right hand go over your left knee. With the left hand go a little bit more behind you. Try to sit upright as much as possible. If this is too hard, you might have to elevate the hips a bit so you've got a little bit more space. and then just twist over to the left. Make it mild. We're right in the beginning of our practice today. So take your time to start to feel where your body's at this today. How far does it feel comfortable to go without straining yourself? Nice, and then release this. Keep the legs the same for now. Place the right hand to the right. Left hand, reach it up and over the head. We're not going to go very far because that left hip is pinned down because of the way we're sitting. But it should give you a really nice side stretch here all across the left side body. Couple of breaths. If you can, direct the breath into the left side of your rib cage and the left side of the waist. Good. And then slowly release. Come back to center, sitting on both heels, and I will take it off to the other side. Sit to the right side of the heels. Keep the knees the same, but just place the top of your left ankle on the sole of the right foot. First, to twisting. Just go to your left hand outside right knee, right hand a little bit behind you, and then turn to the right. You'll probably feel one side is a whole lot more accessible than the other one. This one is a bit more restricted for me. So just notice that. No need to build a big story around it. And then turn back to center. Keep the legs the same. Left hand to the left. Right arm, reach it up and over the head for our side bend. And right now, can you not try to go further and get more out of this yoga practice? This is just right. Just go a little bit so you feel nice space. You feel a grounded feeling through the legs. And mainly your mind can rest in the body. And then slowly release. Nice. We're going to come into a squat. So place your feet probably quite wide around the edges of your mat if you're facing the short way, and then squat down. For some of you, it might look more like this, where your heels need to be a little bit lifted. That's okay if that's necessary for you to do the pose, no problem. And then just soften down. Again, we're taking the limbs across the midline. I will do the knees, take the left knee and move it across. You might not get all the way down, it really doesn't matter, but just go a little bit in and down. And then come back. And then take the right knee and do the same. So this is internal rotation in this thigh that goes down. And it's not a movement that we practice very much in yoga or in daily life. So this might feel a bit restricted, a little bit unusual sometimes. So in this class, I'm trying to take you into some movements that link different parts of the body together in a way that you may not be used to. And that's just to create a new experience, a new pathway in the brain. One more time to each side, left. And last one, right. Good. And then sit on the knees again. Sit to the left side of the heels. Bring the right foot over the left knee. Nice. So we're here, wrap the left elbow around the front of the right knee. Clasp your hands together and turn the chest to the right. The sequence that we're just started now is not so much about the deepest twist that we can, but it's about taking limbs across the midline, again, clasping hands or moving in unusual ways a little bit. So don't go too far, just notice what feels good actually. Nice, we're gonna come to the center. The way we're going to swap is to just lift up a little bit. You can use your hands so the feet will stay the same. Go to the left side and then turn all the way around until the right knee comes down and the left foot is over the right knee. I hope you got that. Otherwise, just copy me. Right elbow, cross it in front of left knee. Clasp the hands together, turn the chest to the left. So we want to bring a playful quality to our movements. We don't need to take things too seriously. There's already enough challenging stuff going around in the world without having to add more pressure in our yoga practice. This should be a safe sanctuary for you to practice, to learn, to expand yourself. Nice. Turn to the side. We're going to do the same. Hands to the right. Lift the hips a bit. Walk around. Keep walking around. Keep walking around until we're back to start, hopefully. Nice. Left elbow. Cross it over the right knee this time. Push that knee away. And right hand behind the base of the spine. Turn to the right. Breathe comfortably. And if you find you can't breathe comfortably, it probably means you should back off a little bit to make this more accessible. Good. Release. Go to the side. A nice little swivel around. You might feel it gets a bit more smooth as you have done this a few times. Right elbow over left knee, left hand behind you. We're in our seated twist, but the focus is not on how deep can I twist here. The focus is on how does my body feel, how does the left side and the right side connect, and what can my mind learn from this whole experience. Nice, we're going to swivel around one more time. This time you might try to do without hands. You'll be squatting facing backwards and coming down facing forwards. Hope for the best. This time, instead of foot over knee, try to bring the knees more on top of each other, which is another pose, Gomukhasana legs. A bit more outer hip work here. And then twist your left hand over the right knee, the top knee it should be, and turn a little bit to the right. That's it. Couple of breaths here, just feel what there's to feel. And again, as always, try not to superimpose a story. Here I am with my tight hips. My pose doesn't look anything like Steven's or like other people's. This is not going to be very helpful. Just drop into this experience here. Nice, we're swiveling around one more time. If you can, no hands, squatting towards the back, swiveling around, finding your balance, and then the left knee should be on top. Just check. And you can of course adjust a little bit, and then right arm over left knee and twist a little bit to the left. Stay for a couple of breaths. Remember, the pose in itself means absolutely nothing. It's just a shape that your body can do or can't do in some cases. And the real practice is, what do you do in that shape? How does the breath move? How does the mind rest? The mind is often running the show. It's a little bit too busy. Like a big bully in your head coming up with all these stories about the past and the future and things that have nothing to do with where we're at the moment. Slowly release. And then come to the front of your mat. I'll still face forward so I can show you a bit better. And cross your right leg in front of the left. And then try for the toes more or less to be aligned. The front knee, your right knee, will probably need to be bent a little bit. The left leg can also be bent. Or you might be able to straighten it, that's okay. And then just fold forward like this. And then can you squeeze the inner thighs together? Almost like as if you have a block in between the thighs here. Squeeze. And then use that pressure to lift the tailbone up high and to fold forward. Nice. And then walk your hands a little bit to the left side. Keep the legs the same. Just adding a little side bend. Keep the breath soft. Modify wherever you need to. You can always bend your knees, no problem. And I walk your hands a bit to the right. A little bit harder. There's more resistance because that left hip is held back by our cross of the legs. And then release. Swap the legs. So right leg at the back, left leg crosses in the front. Again, align the toes so they're more or less in the same line as best as you can. Front knee, you might have to bend a bit. Back knee, you might also have to bend, or you might be able to straighten, fold forward. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Feel that connection, almost like you just have one single leg when you do this. And then let that lift the tailbone up. And from there, your spine can just cascade down over the legs, as it were. Walk your hands a bit to the right. See how that feels. Little side bend, little twist. And then walk your hands a little bit to the left. So we're just exploring moving in slightly unusual ways to bring a new experience, a new sense of connection between things that were separate before. And then slowly release, slowly roll up to standing and come to the front of your mat. Nice. From here we'll do sun salutations, but again I've adapted them to have more of that cross-body kind of work. Cross your right leg in front of the left. Squeeze in the thighs together, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, slowly fold forward. You might feel your balance is a little bit more tricky with the legs crossed like that. Inhale, flat back, just lift up a little bit. You can have hands to shins or fingertips down. And then lower fingertips down. Take your back leg, the left leg, step it to the back right corner. So your legs are crossed. Your right foot is more to the left. Your left foot is more to the right. Nice. So we're in a lunge, a normal lunge, but we've modified it. So there's this cross body connection. Just notice. And then place your hands, place your right leg in front of the left in a cross-legged down dog. Squeeze the inner thighs. Just see what you can learn from this experience. The role of the outer hips, the inner hips. Quite interesting to notice which role they can play in this down dog. And I keep this. Squeeze your legs. Inhale to plank pose. Try for the left toes not to leave the mat. And then just hang the hips down a little bit. Sort of a modified up dog. You won't go very far, it's okay. And then back to down dog. Good. Nice. Now take the back leg, your left leg, and step it towards your right hand. So now right foot is to the left foot is to the right. You can see why your brain is learning, because this can be quite confusing the first time you do it. So we're in this lunge again, just explore this experience, and again feel the inner thighs. They are way more active than usual. They can squeeze into the midline. And then step your right leg behind the left, cross-legged forward fold. Keep the legs the same, squeeze inner thighs, inhale, rise, lift your arms. And exhale, go straight back down. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine, forward. Nice. Hands down, take the back leg, your right leg, step it to the back left corner of your mat. And then plant the hands, left leg in front of the right, down dog. You can adjust the feet just to make this work. Squeeze inner thighs like you only have one leg. Inhale to plank pose. Again, squeeze the thighs. And then hammock the hips down and lift the chest a little bit. Down dog, lift the hips up and back. Now take your right leg, the back leg, step it to your left hand in a cross-legged lunge, you could say. And then left leg comes behind the right, forward fold with the legs crossed, right leg in front. Inhale, let's rise, push the feet down to lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. This is one round. We went a little bit slowly so you could get the hang of this. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. Not fast, but just a breath and one movement. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward, use your belly. Inhale, lengthen chest forward. Exhale, hands down, left foot to the back right corner of the mat. This time lower the left knee down and place your hands on the front knee, just for a moment. Hands down, right leg in front of left, cross-legged down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, hammock the hips down, like up dog. And then hips up and back, down dog. Left leg, step it to the right hand. Lower the back knee down, hands on the front knee. Step forward, right leg behind the left, forward fold. Inhale, rise, let the breath lift you up. Exhale, slowly all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down, right foot to the back, left corner. Right knee down, hands to front knee, low lunge. Good, hands down, left leg in front of right, down dog with the legs crossed. Inhale to plank. If you're confused, that's the whole point. Exhale, lower the hips. Back to down dog, lift the hips back. Take your right leg, the back one, step it to the left hand. Back knee down, hand on the front knee. One breath in. And on the exhale, forward fold, left leg behind the right. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. You probably just got the hang of it, so let's do one more round together. Here we go. Inhale. Squeeze the thighs together. Exhale. Inhale, flat back, make space. Exhale, the left leg, step it to the back right corner. Lower the knee down, this time lift the arms. But tricky for your balance. Hands down, down dog, right leg in front of left. Inhale to plank. You can still do the modified up dog, or if you want, you can try a chaturanga where you bend the elbows and then you push back up, down dog. Well done. Left foot step to the right hand. Lower the right knee down, lift your arms. Hands down, right leg behind the left, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale all the way down. Last one. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg to the back, left corner. Lower your knee. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale to down dog, left leg in front of the right. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale to plank. Strong legs, little push up. Bend your elbows and push back up. Nice. Back to down dog. Take the back leg, right foot to left hand. Back knee down, inhale, one breath. Exhale, hands down, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Uncross the legs. Place the feet hip distance apart. Close your eyes. And stand tall in mountain pose. Just let the effects of what you've just practiced and learned and experienced, let it sink in. Like you're a giant sponge taking all of this in. You don't need to think about it, you don't need to understand intellectually. Now bend your knees, touch your fingertips down, and then come into chair pose. Lift the hands high, sit the hips a little bit further down and back. And then place hands at the heart. take your right elbow over the left knee, and then push the elbow and the knee together, turn the chest to the left. Bend the knees a little bit more, just to get right in there. Press the feet down, especially the heels. And then keep the knees bent that much. Lift the arms, chair in the middle. Ooh la la, we've got the second side. Let's go for it. Left arm, elbow over right knee. Push everything together. If your left knee happens to slide a little bit forward, it's not a terrible thing. Actually, I think it's quite good for the lower back, the sacrum, to allow that to happen a little bit. Nice. One more breath. Inhale to center, chair pose. Woo. Lower the hands, straighten the legs, and be happy here. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, lower the hands, step back into down dog. Take a moment, normal down dog, no legs crossed, but can you feel that inner thigh action? Squeezing in. Remember that feeling from when the thighs were squeezing in together with the legs crossed. Try to recreate that a little bit. From here, lift the right leg high. And then bend the right knee, open the hip, and you can turn into this a little bit so you get a nice side bend. And actually the right leg is crossing the midline over to the left. Nice. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Two more like this. Inhale, right leg up and back, open the hip. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. One more, you got it. Inhale, push the hands, lift the hips high. Right hip opens. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. And then step your right foot forward in between the hands. Lower the back knee down, lift the arms, low lunge. Clasp the hands together, place them behind the back of the head. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Maybe you can touch it. Inhale, lift. This time, if you like to take this further, lift your back knee off the mat. We'll try two more. Best of luck. Left elbow to right knee. Maybe touch. Lift back up. Harder than it looks. One more. Left elbow to right knee. To your knee up or knee down, that's okay. And then back to center. Lower the hands down. From here, step into standing splits. The front of your mat, the left leg lifted high, the right foot push it down. And then from here, bring left knee behind the right shin and slowly sit down. You might have to make some space to stay on your mat. Nice. So from here, the first one, let's use the hands just to get a hang of it. Push with your hands, lean a little bit forward, and then push that right foot down. Lift the left knee up in front of you. Hold the left knee with your right hand. Twist the left arm back. Nice, we're going back down the same way we came. Left knee, place it behind your right foot. Use your hands if you need to. We're going to come back up. If you need your hands, fine. If you can do it without hands, also fine. Twist right hand to left knee. Slowly moving through space. Left knee down behind the right foot. Sitting down and lifting up. We'll only do 20 of these, don't worry. No, let's do two more. Here you go. I always say a high number and then I discount it to a much lower number, which is still quite high, of course, but it seems low in comparison. Here you go. Left knee up. Last one. Have you got one more? Let's see. Slowly down. You make it as smooth as possible. Nice. And then just step back to downward facing dog. If you need to keep moving, you can do a vinyasa now in between. Or I think I'm just gonna be still for a breath or two in between sides. And then from down dog, lift the left leg high. Open the left hip, bend the left knee. Lean into it a little bit. If you look under your right armpit, you might even see your right foot, your left foot. And then left knee to right elbow, exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. 1 more, inhale, open the hip. Stretch up and back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Good, step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee down. Come into low lunge. Hands lift up. And then behind the back of the head, clasp your hands together. Inhale here. Exhale, right elbow towards the left knee. Or touching the left knee. See how it goes. Inhale. Exhale, cross body flow, right elbow to left knee. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. We'll do 2 more, maybe with the back knee lifted. Inhale. Exhale, go for it. Right elbow, left knee. Ding. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, you got it. And then lower the hands down. Step onto your left foot, lift the right leg high, standing splits. Bring the right knee behind your left calf and slowly sit down. Ah. You can say but not for too long because you know what's coming now. Where we're going next. First one, use your hands just to check it out. Lean a little bit forward, press your hands, lift the hips, and then bring the right knee up. Oops. Hold the right knee with your left hand, reach the left arm back. And now we're going back down. It's always easier than up. Right knee behind the left foot. Sit down gracefully. Again, lean forward, maybe no hands this time. Push the left foot down, right knee up, twist back. And then lower down. Do 150 more, no, we'll do 3 more. Stand up with control. Ta-da, twist back. 2 more, you got it. Sit down as smoothly as you can. It really helps to lean forward, push that left foot down, lift the right knee up, and not to worry if you wobble a little bit or you fall out, it's okay. Last one, enjoy. Sit down and lift up. Nice. Down dog, let it go. If you need a child's pose, then of course you're very welcome to do that. If you want to keep moving, then you can always do a couple of vinyasas or push-ups or whatever your heart desires in between. Let the breath settle. Let the body receive the lessons from the practice. Nice. From here, lift the right leg high. Open your hip, bend the knee. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, just one time this time. And then step your right foot forward, high lunge. I'm saying high lunge, but if that's too much, just lower the back knee down, that's okay. The back knee up is of course a bit more leg and balancing work. So see how it goes. Left arm, keep it straight, bring it across the front of the body. Right hand, bring it to the forearm somewhere and pull in. Don't bend the left elbow, keep it straight. Otherwise, this will be a waste of your time. So with the left arm, can you push out into the right forearm a little bit? As if the left arm wants to escape and the right arm is keeping it there. It's a really nice outer shoulder stretch on the left. And then release. Place the hands down, step into standing splits again. I'm going to turn forward so you can see a little bit better. Left leg high. Then take your right hand, reach it back and hold your left foot. Somewhere there. It should be somewhere there. If it's too much, stay in standing split, it's okay. Now, so we've got a nice cross-body connection. And now there's one more thing we could do. This is not compulsory, but if you want, you could bend the right knee a bit and then hold the outside of your left foot and extend it a little bit to the side. Might look like this, or if you go a little bit lower, you might be able to get that left leg more or less parallel to the ground. Ta-da! For Instagram, you just have to hold it for 1 second. So that's plenty. And then let's come back up. Downward facing dog. Well done. Some people say, you see, I told you yoga is all about crazy pretzel poses. Here's the proof. Inhale slowly. Exhale even slower. Inhale the left leg high. Bend your left knee, open the hip. Stretch into it, you feel amazing. And then left knee to right elbow. Step your left foot forward. And lift up into high lunge. You know there's also low lunge always available. And then take the right arm, keep it straight. Move it across the body until it stops. And with the left arm, hook it and help it along a little bit further. The closer to the wrist you are, the more leverage you're going to get to pull. I like to be about midway the forearm, let's say. And then again, don't bend the right elbow, but rather with the right forearm, push into the left forearm. Good hip work and outer shoulder work, both at once. And then slowly release this. Step onto your left foot, lift the right leg high, standing splits. Bend the right knee, the top one. With your left hand, see if you can find your right foot somewhere there. We're making new connections. So whatever this looks like for you, it's perfect. Stay here or bring right knee behind the left calf like we've done before. And then maybe change the grip to outside of foot and place the right hand off to the side a little bit to lower the hips a little bit more. And then smile for the picture. 1 second. You're gonna have lots of likes on Instagram. And slowly come back up. Downward facing dog. Well done. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Bend the right knee, open your hip. And then bring right knee to left elbow. Then extend the right foot out to the left side. quite far forward. Mine is more or less in line with the hands here in the front of the mat. Now often the first thing we do is to lift up. It's a good pose, the fallen triangle, but for this class I'd like you to keep both hands down, turn the chest down, and then push the outer edge of that right foot down from the hip onwards. You feel really nice outer hip stretch. I really like this work, sort of IT band and outer hip area. And then from here, just lower the right hip all the way down. Now come onto your elbows, almost like Sphinx, where you're facing forward. That back leg, I like to keep a little bit active with the toes stacked under, but if you have to turn more to the side, that's also fine, of course. So now we get a nice spinal twist. Your hips are obviously off to the left side, and your chest is turning forwards towards the mat. So just feel how the rib cage is turning. It sometimes feels like the lower back is turning, but actually the lower back doesn't twist, hardly twist in anatomical terms. So from the lower back, get a sense of length and space so that the rib cage, the thoracic part of the spine, can turn more from that strong base. We can stay here, this is perfect, or you can always go a step further, of course. If that's you want to go a little bit further, then take your left arm, slide it under the right armpit towards the right side. And then with the right arm, you can just reach forward and maybe lie down a little bit more. So if this is not a pretzel pose, then I don't know what is, but I find it really nice for upper and middle back twisting and opening. The breath tends to be a little bit shorter, of course, as we're twisting the rib cage. But try to keep the breath as smooth as possible. Try to get a feeling of softening, of no longer resisting. Good. Slowly release, come back up, and just come to down dog. Press the hands down and feel all this length in the spine. I would even recommend to bend the knees a little bit so you get more of that sense of lengthening the hips away from your hands, from the shoulders. Nice, lift the left leg high. Bend your left knee, open your hip, and then lean into it a little bit to stretch the whole left side body. And then left knee, bring it to your right elbow. Extend the left foot over to the right side. Bring it up quite high if that's available for you. Instead of opening the right side, we're keeping both hands down, face your chest towards the mat. And then pull the left hip a little bit back. I forgot to mention this on the other side, but you'll feel if you anchor the left foot down, pull the left hip back. I'm feeling quite a nice outer hip stretch in that case. And then set everything down. Just lower the whole thing, the outer left hip. Keep the legs a little bit active and turn forward, maybe elbows down. If you need to stay higher up onto the hands, that's also good. A little bit active in that back leg if it's possible. But if that's too much, then just let the right leg relax at the back, it's okay. And then just feel where this twist is happening, where you feel the most challenge or a sense of tightness maybe that you're working towards. How does the breath move? And where's the mind at? You keep repeating the story, I'm terrible at yoga, my pose doesn't look like Others, I can't do this because of maybe an injury or your proportions or the way your joints are shaped even. Or can you just be right here? Make it simple. If you don't want to make it simple, you can go to the second variation of the pose, which is right arm slides under the left armpit. The left arm goes a little bit forward and then the chest rests somewhere on that right upper arm. And then just get a sense of resting here, even though, well, this is not a typical resting position, of course. There's a great deal of challenge just being here, showing up your yoga mat. It's not an easy thing. Much easier to sit on the couch, but of course your growth is going to be very limited without challenge. That's why we keep showing up here, doing the work of inner expansion. Slowly come out, come to downward facing dog, bend the knees a little bit, lengthen the spine. We're just using this as a counter pose for all this twisting work. And then inhale forward into plank. Exhale slowly lower down. Let's do locust pose. We haven't done a ton of back bend, so let's do nice and mild one. Reach the hands back, palms face down. Lift the legs, lift the chest, lift the arms, and hold for a moment or two. Feel the glutes, the hamstrings, the spinal muscles all lift you up. And slowly come down, make a pillow with your hands, rest the forehead. Nice, bend the left knee, only the left knee. With your right hand reach back and see if you can hold the left foot. If you can't, just repeat the locust that we've done just before. Otherwise, reach left arm forward if you don't have a big plant in the way. And then kick your left foot into the right hand, lift everything up. Lift everything up. You don't need to go super high. It's a bit of a cross mix between bow pose and locust. And then slowly come down, rest your forehead again. How quickly can you really set everything down, relax as completely as you can. And then bend the right knee. With your left hand reach back. See if you can find the right foot. If not, do a normal locust pose, that's perfect. And then reach right arm forward, lift everything up. 5, 4, kick your foot into the hand. 3, 2, 1, set it down. Relax completely without a worry in the world. When you really notice this present moment, you also notice actually everything's fine right now. Actually everything is fine. Your mind will go, yes, but there's a whole lot of stuff waiting for you. Yes, but right now everything is fine. Come onto your hands and knees. And then bring the right knee forward towards your right wrist. So to the front of the mat. Reach the left leg a little bit back for pigeon pose. If you need to place something under that right hip to have some more support under the thigh, that's always a good thing. And I will add a twist, of course, for this class, so we get a bit more cross-body action. Left elbow, cross it over your right knee. Maybe some of you can go all the way down to the ground, doesn't really matter. And then place the hands together, if it's possible, and turn to the right. If this is a little bit hard, then I would say keep your elbow down and just twist to the side with the right fingers outside the right knee. So both are a twist, but one is, well, a little bit deeper in, I would say. A breath or two in this twisting pigeon pose, and then turn to center and just rest down for a moment without doing anything. Notice where your mind is at. Is it racing forward to plan the rest of your day? Is it thinking back of stuff that has happened in the past? That's what your mind likes to do. Or again, can you extend this invitation to be right here, right now? Maybe there's no need to plan or think back. And then step back, down dog, just to swap to the second side. Left knee behind the left wrist. Right leg, stretch it back to the end of the mat. Two options, a bit milder, let me start there. Right elbow down, left fingertips, and a little twist. Or right elbow over left knee, and the hands can come together. What might be possible is to place the elbow all the way down. It's also more stable, I find. Couple of breaths in the twisted pigeon pose, and then we'll rest for a moment in the straightforward one. Good, release. Come to elbows or forehead down, and again, see how quickly you can rest down completely. There's nothing to do, just to be here. And remember, in yoga, even thinking or feeling are considered as actions. They are still material thing, an energy impulse, you could say, even though we can't see it. And yoga says the essence can be found really behind all this activity. Where the only thing you know is that you are here. You are a piece of life in this universe. Then from here, slowly lift up. Swing your right leg to the front and place your left foot inside the right thigh. Nice. From here, you can always bend that right knee a little bit if it's hard to reach the foot. Or you can use a strap or a belt around the ball of the right foot. And then what I like to do sometimes is to bring left hand to the outside of the right foot, and then the right hand over the left so that the wrists cross. You can do the same with bent knee, no problem. And then lengthen the chest forward, and then just relax the head. Just relax the head. Our last cross-body pose, so just feel these connections from the left to the right, and your steady center in the middle. If our core and center is strong, then actually doesn't matter what the limbs are doing. We can remain grounded and steady in the middle. Slowly come back up. Let's swap legs, left leg forward, right foot inside the left thigh. And then right hand to outside left foot. If it's too far, just bend that foot a little bit, bend the knee a little bit, to come a little bit closer. Or straighten it away, it's fine. And then left arm, cross it over the right. You can also do the same holding your calf or ankle, that's all good. And then chest goes forward, lengthen, 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 and relax the head. Again, let this be an invitation to just soften, to just be present here. If it's hard to be present, then just choose a focus point that helps you. Maybe a intensity of the stretch or the movements of the breath. And then slowly lift back up. Well done. Straighten both legs forward. We're done with all our cross body and twisting actions. Open the legs a bit wider, reach your hands forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round your back a little bit. Inhale here, stay. Exhale, lower down a little bit more. The tailbone touches. Inhale. Exhale, connect the lower back to the mat. For a moment, lift the arms and legs. Inhale. Exhale, drop everything down into relaxation. If you need to shuffle around, adjust arms, legs, shoulders, hips, spine, you can do that. Or maybe you just rest where you fell out of your core pose and just let everything melt away into the ground underneath. Can you rest here with whatever you feel in the body? Just allow it to be there. Cold, hot, tense, relaxed. Hungry, tired. Allow it to be there. Can you rest here with all the sounds, the symphony of sounds that you hear around you? The wind, rustling of leaves on the trees, maybe a bird or insect, maybe your family or neighbors in the other room, maybe some distant traffic of the city. And can you rest in the underlying silence behind the sounds? If you have a little bit more time, you're not in a rush, then please stay a little bit longer if you can or if you like. If your yoga time is up, then start to move your hands and move your feet. Bend your knees and roll over onto your side, the left or the right. And then gently press up to sitting. Place your palms together. Touch your hands to your forehead, to your heart center. And bow yourself on the mat. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It's always a pleasure. and I hope you enjoyed the cross-body and the bit of unusual poses that we explored today to make you feel nice and centered and balanced. Hopefully you can keep this going for the rest of your week. There's a lot more yoga classes you can find on my website, yogaworks.co.za. And of course, as always, I'd love to hear how you're doing. Leave me a comment to tell me how you feel after this class or what else you would like to explore in the next weeks. And I hope to see you again really soon. All the best.